Hi, so today we're going to have a follow-up on the Tesla project, the prediction of the sales for Q3 2021 and Q1 2022. We used previously alternative data, and here is a little extra with using the Twitter API to gather some data and to process the data as well. We're going to use the API to gather some tweets, and we will do some sentiment analysis on the tweets. So first, how does it work, the Twitter API? Really quick, it's a collection of endpoint URLs that you can use to either retrieve data or post some data. You use HTTP requests such as the get and the post data. Those are the main ones that you're going to use to access all the API services. So see that's an endpoint, for example, URL. And if you want to have a look at other ones, for example, timelines, and the quick start, you can probably find a URL here. Yeah, probably like this. But so what do we do here? Here we have a Jupyter Notebook with all the prepared code for retrieving data and then the processing that I did. Really quick, so you need to install and then import the packages. And here to start with something light, we're gonna search for some tweets, random tweets. So here you see we're gonna use the Python, the Twitter Python module, which is essentially a wrapper around the V2 API. It makes it easier in Python to just like look for certain tweets. So here's a collection of random tweets that happened right now. And here we have a query with Twitter in. So yeah, you can see here is Twitter as well. And all the text doesn't appear, so probably Twitter is in the remaining of the text here. Next, since it's a follow-up for the previous project of alternative data where we had daily data and try to predict the interest, let's say, of the public for Tesla. Here we're gonna count the tweets that mention Tesla for the last 7 days. See, we have the date, start, the end, the number of tweets here, most importantly. So basically we have the number of tweets per day here, and we can plot it in this function. The granularity of the data, so the frequency can be modified. Here it's days, but I can plot by hours. We're gonna have a more beautiful graph here. Yeah. Oh, and all the dates are gathered here, and I can do something about that. Change, instead of 2 days, I put 48 hours. And yeah, we have something that's more comprehensible. The next part of the video, we'll talk about the count tweets, all the full archive, because we only had 7 days of data here. So previously we had the count of the tweets for the past 7 days, recent. See, it's even in the endpoint URL. We did that because the subscription, the type of account that allow for longer than 7 days, the full archive here, it's for academic research. So only students, master students, PhD students have access to that endpoint. I applied for an elevated tier of the subscription, and I got it, but I still can't use this functionality, which would have been very nice to be able to retrieve some data and really compare what we could do with the Twitter data, um, compare it with the Google trend that we had um, previously for the project. But anyway, here, well, I'm still going to launch the full archive and see that, yeah, I basically don't have yeah, the correct subscription for to have access to this data. Anyway, what I thought would be interesting is then to, since we can't have a count of all the tweets, we're going to have a stream of all the tweets. So let's see. Right here, their token isn't defined, so I need to import it from the config file. Here, to work. Yeah, and here we have a stream, a sample stream, and see we have a lot of data incoming. So I'm going to stop the stream. But yeah, we have lots of tweets that are happening, and they're unfiltered. They cannot really be used, so that's why we are gonna try to filter it for Tesla. And so in order to do that, we have to set up a filter, and this filter is going to be called the context operator. We're not going to filter for Tesla right away, as in Tesla or then Tesla Model 3 or Tesla stock, all the subjects that are related to Tesla. We're not going to type all of them. We're going to retrieve the entity Tesla. And how do we do that? We look for a random tweet for Tesla, which this one, I found this one, about Tesla Falcon wings are unreal, and it tags Elon Musk as well. And we apply the lookup tweet endpoint. Same thing here, headers aren't specified. Right. I'm going to fix that quick. I'm looking because I might have the piece of code somewhere. Yeah, step there for the authentication. Right. So here we can see that for this specific tweet, we have this context annotation, which comes with a domain and an entity. And basically, the domain is it's the group subject, and an entity is a specific subject in this group. So here we have the person domain and the entity number, this number, and it refers to Elon Musk. But that's not what we're interested in here. We want to look at Tesla Motors. So here it is. That's the entity with the ID. And the next, ID. Once we've identified that we are talking about Tesla Motors, and we have the ID for the entity and the domain, we can use them to create a filter here. Up with call the function. Domain ID isn't defined. Right, yeah, they are here. I didn't. Here we see the response of the Twitter API. It says created 0 and not created 1 because I have already created this filter, and so it doesn't want to duplicate it. Here, it's a duplicate rule. We can see it here. Anyway, the rule is here, and now we can create the stream and actually use the stream and see that we're going to retrieve tweets about Tesla in real time. So I put the ID here, and right, should have all those tweets mention Tesla. I chose to print only the 51st characters because otherwise all the tweets would be a bit overwhelming. We can stop that here for now. And here is the part where we process this stream of data of tweets through the AWS Comprehend library, which performs sentiment analysis on those tweets. So we are going to have in real time the sentiment analysis for all the tweets that appear in the stream. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. Right. Yeah. Can keep it streaming for a little while, so we have more tweets. See? Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we just performed. We just used the Twitter API to retrieve stream data, tweets that are actually happening at the moment we speak, and we are able to process them through another API that's hosted on the Amazon Web Services that we refer to, that does the sentiment analysis. And we can see that here we would apparently have a negative tweet. Probably was mentioning that this wasn't because of a bug. So probably this tweet was qualified as negative by the, we can see it here. The chances, or the certainty of the affirmation by the Amazon client. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.